In this week's quick updates, we have new leaks from Avengers Doomsday, including a possible battle between Doctor Doom and Magneto. Can you imagine that? A mysterious character has apparently been revealed by insiders. Besides that, we also have a possible teaser for Avengers Doomsday coming soon, showing a battle between Doctor Doom and the X-Men, along with many other leaks. And in addition, we're gonna update you on all the movies and series from Phase 6. Is it exciting? Will Marvel return to its golden days? I want to hear from you, but before we start, if you already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and leave a like to show your trust and comment on which news excited you the most. And if this is your first time here, you don't need to do anything. Watch the first few minutes of the video, and if you like it, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave your comment. I'll be very happy to have you here. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
That's right. I was called back to the battlefield. I haven't even taken my helmet off properly since the 2000s. And already there are cameras following me everywhere on the set of Avengers, Judgment Day. And what's worse, even an actor's chair has become news. No, you didn't hear that wrong. Chris Hemsworth's chair went viral. Oh, and before I forget that, just like I forgot Wanda's birthday again, if you don't subscribe to this channel and give it a like right now, I swear I'll bend all the subway tracks in your city. I don't like making this kind of request. I hate it. I feel like a circus magician. But unfortunately, if I don't ask, nobody does it. And without engagement, Marvel will kill me off before the movie's halfway point. Now check this out. There's a scene of me facing off against Doctor Doom. That's right, Magneto versus Doom. It's the kind of duel that not even Stan Lee would dare to write without breaking a sweat. Behind-the-scenes photos show that the X-Men mansion is under attack. And guess who's there trying to save the day with a magnetic field and a bit of arrogance? Yours truly. The problem is no one knows who survives. And there's more. They're saying my death might be used as a shock card right at the start of the movie. Nice, huh? That's how they treat a mutant who dedicated his whole life to drama. The reasoning? They need to show that Doctor Doom is a real threat. Since nobody really knows the villain in the MCU, they're going to use me as emotional fodder to introduce the guy. Seriously, killing me off just to make the villain look strong is low, even by multiversal standards. Speaking of the multiverse, it seems like Doom is going to assemble his own team, a sort of evil Avengers. And get this, with variants of our heroes. Rumor has it Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as an alternate version of Iron Man. And me? I'm just waiting to see which stunt double is going to take a beating for me in this whole mess. Oh, and get ready for this bombshell. Rumor has it we're going to get an Avengers vs. X-Men style scene, but not with the original Earth 616 team. No, it'll be Doom and his crew against us, the mutants, with me leading the resistance. A dream and a nightmare at the same time. Spoiler. I lose. I mean, I lose or I die, or both. As if that wasn't enough, a mysterious character showed up during filming. According to leaks, it's Iron Fist in the 1960s. Seriously? People are talking about time travel and the multiverse. In other words, if this version of Iron Fist is actually real, it could mean Doom is jumping between dimensions just to recruit or eliminate potential threats to his reign. Maybe he's not even interested in Iron Fist. Maybe he just wants to test his strength before doing a cleanup. Now, there's also a chance that all of this is just a smokescreen. Marvel has been desperate to contain leaks, and for that, they might be planting lies. Can you imagine? We're here racking our brains, and in the end, it's all just a marketing ploy. If that's the case, I'm going after Kevin Feige myself. I'll burst through the movie screen with my cape flying and bend Captain America's shield out of sheer anger. The current Avengers, Judgment Day cast, had a pretty unusual moment. They organized a special screening to watch Thunderbolts together, right on the filming set. Some even posted photos, showing that the mood among the actors is upbeat even with the multiversal chaos approaching. A piece of information that slipped out during my previous rant. The Russo brothers, directors of this whole thing, have already said they'll do everything they can to keep things under wraps. They're shielding every detail of the production, both on external sets and internal ones, that no one can see. And even on the external sets, the filming is surrounded by blue screens to prevent any major leaks. Another detail worth mentioning. So far, not a single actor has appeared in the leaked images. They're hiding everyone really well. And when someone does show up, they'll probably be covered from head to toe so nothing gets revealed. Marvel is taking this secrecy thing seriously. Among the insiders dropping these bombshells is the account My Time at Toshina Hello, which confirmed that the showdown scene between Doom and Magneto is happening, and that it all takes place while the X-Mansion is under attack. This ties in with the theory that Doom is not alone, and that other mutants will also face this villain in individual fights or in small groups. A widely discussed point is the direct comparison to what the Russo brothers did in Infinity War, introducing the villain by having him kill powerful characters right from the start, to show the scale of the threat. With Doom, it looks like it's going to be the same. And it's not just Magneto on the radar. Other powerful characters might also become statistics right at the beginning. And since we're talking about Doom assembling a team, I'll reinforce the rumor that the group will include alternate versions of well-known heroes. It's speculated that Robert Downey Jr. will not only return as Iron Man, but might also play Dr. Doom himself, and 2 more variants. Chris Evans would also be back as Steve Rogers, and possibly as Captain Hydra. All of this creates a crazy dynamic for this so-called dark team of Doom. Oh, and one more detail about the possible appearance of Iron Fist in the movie. Besides the 1960s setting, the most concrete evidence from the leak was the location name with the description Iron Fist House 1960. This reinforces the idea that we're going to see not only the multiverse, but also time travel. It's possible that this version of Iron Fist comes from the same retro universe as the new Fantastic Four, which ties things together even more. And here's another strong theory. Marvel might be deliberately spreading fake leaks. This would include fake set names, fake descriptions, and even stage cameos to throw everyone off. A bold move, but typical of Marvel, which is increasingly obsessed with controlling the narrative of its movies. Who doesn't remember the Hulk in Wakanda in the trailers? Spoiler, that never happened. And the various fake Deadpool cameos, planted by Ryan Reynolds himself. The thing is, stay sharp here on the channel's videos so you don't get fooled. Magneto's Council. Anyway, this interdimensional soap opera is just getting started. If you want to keep up with all of this without missing any part of the drama, hit like, subscribe, and comment down below who you think is going to die first. Me or Iron Fist? If you don't do it, I'll personally break into your house and switch all the poles on your microwave. You'll spend the whole week eating cold popcorn. Magneto's word.
Well, you won't believe it, but Robert Downey Jr. goes from Marvel's greatest hero to a mutant killer. And the worst part is he does this by playing Dr. Doom, but as Tony Stark's identical twin. Could it be a corrupted variant? The Avengers. Doomsday teaser showed a good brawl between him and the X-Men inside the old X-Mansion, which, as usual, is turning to dust again. Just from the wood in the background of the scene, you can already smell roasted mutant. But hold on, there's more. And it gets much worse. Before continuing, look, I hate to do this, but if I don't ask, you won't do it. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, share, make a pact, whatever you want. Because if you don't, I'll put you in a cage with Deadpool and, throw away the key. And look, he doesn't shut up. Never. Believe me, I know. Back to it. The Russo brothers are already posting the first behind-the-scenes images. Because Doomsday is being filmed back-to-back with Secret Wars, just like they did with Infinity War and Endgame. In other words, The multiverse is going to explode so much, it'll look like Black Friday in Wakanda. The first official image, nothing less than Robert Downey Jr.'s chair, with Dr. Doom's name on it, placed right on the set of the X-Men mansion. He literally arrived and sat down. Did you think Robert Downey Jr.'s chair was the only clue? Forget it. The X-Men mansion set has already appeared in several destruction scenes, with craters, explosions, and even a piece of spacecraft stuck in the garden. Marvel can't see a school for mutants standing without wanting to demolish it again. Guess who's to blame this time? Exactly. Dr. Doom made a basic stopover with his complete package of chaos and multiversal trouble. What's happening is that the classic X-Men from their universe were destroyed by an incursion. And guess who's behind this? Exactly. Iron Man disguised as a magical tin can. And everyone will have to unite. X-Men, Fantastic Four, New Avengers, Thunderbolts, Wakandans, Namor, the people of Talokan. Practically an interdimensional buffet. There's more. The Fantastic Four will get their own movie before fully diving into the MCU. They will end the story needing to leave their universe, which already leaves the door wide open for this cosmic crossover. And yes, the chalkboard in the trailer already shows Reed Richards trying to calculate whether it's cheaper to destroy or rent the multiverse. Meanwhile, Chris Claremont, the legendary X-Men comic writer, confirmed that Psylocke is coming back. But which version? It could be Olivia Munn's version. It could be the classic one. It could be from the clone multiverse. Who knows? Marvel likes to throw mutants into the mix and see where they stick. He also mentioned that Magneto's Brotherhood of Mutants will make an appearance. I can already picture that crowd causing chaos in the middle of New York. Chris Claremont, who practically sketched my emotional past with a broken ruler, also said that it's not just Psylocke making a comeback. The latest version of the rumor is that we're going to see the Brotherhood of Mutants in full force. And look, if Magneto comes leading, you already know. Chaos comes in slow motion, with an epic soundtrack. All that's missing is an evacuation warning when they appear on screen. Jean Grey is going to make an appearance, but no one has decided yet if she'll come in the empathetic version or the cosmic explosion version with fiery wings. I just hope they decide before filming, because if I have to share a scene with the Dark Phoenix without knowing, I'll want hazard pay in my contract. There was even talk that Storm would also appear, but so far there's no chair with her name on it. Did they forget? Or does she only come on set when the forecast predicts 100% chaos with emotional thunderstorms? The chair watch, which is basically people stalking the casting chair, only revealed the main characters. There are a lot of people who will be in the movie and haven't been officially announced yet, like those surprise guests who show up at the party with good drinks. We don't know who they are, but we appreciate it when they show up. Oh, speaking of Hulk, there's a rumor that Logan, will kill someone important in the movie. Maybe the evil version of Captain America. Maybe the Hulk from another timeline. Can you imagine? Wolverine against an angry, decaffeinated Hulk. If that happens, I'll buy my own popcorn and watch from the front row. And here's another scoop. Wanda Maximoff is coming back, but in a good version trying to clear her name after all the chaos in Doctor Strange. But Dr. Doom is using her powers to destroy universes in the name of saving the multiverse. Basically, he wants to be the hero by killing everyone. A plan that, of course, could only come from the mind of a guy who hung out with Tony Stark for too long. And of course, the cherry on top. The return of the Scarlet Witch follows the storyline of the Children's Crusade saga from the comics, where her children try to find out what happened to their memory-lost mother. Meanwhile, Dr. Doom will be there in the corner manipulating everything, like that uncle at the barbecue, who pretends not to know the gossip, but has already spread it in the family group. To make things even more chaotic, Dr. Doom's first appearance is expected to happen in the post-credits of the Fantastic Four movie. He will arrive stealthily, as if he were just another cameo, until he blows up half the universe with an illustrated villain's motivational speech. To top it off, Downey Jr. will be playing more than one character. Besides Doom, he will pretend to be the Tony Stark from Universe 616, as if he had come back from the dead. Think it stops there. Chris Evans will also play multiple characters, including a dark version of Captain America. And Peggy Carter is in the movie, but no one knows in which version. Maybe with flashbacks of old Cap, or from another timeline where she was president, CEO of S.H.I.E.L.D., and an interstellar volleyball champion. It's quite likely that she'll only appear in a flashback, because every one of these movies has to bring a tear of nostalgia. Who knows? As for Chris Evans, Johnny Storm won't be happening. Apparently Marvel decided to respect the multiversal grave of the Human Torch who died at the hands of Cassandra Nova. And to complete this chaos bingo, there are the mysterious dates that Marvel has reserved between Final Judgment and Secret Wars. We still don't know what movies they will be, but there's speculation about Doctor Strange 3, or maybe some secret project that no one wants to admit exists. Just like my attempt to be a theater actor in the 80s. Spoiler, it didn't work out. Oh, and if you thought it was over, here's one more. The end of the Thunderbolts movie has a post-credit scene linked to Avengers Doomsday. It's that classic Marvel style, connecting everything in the multiverse like a Mexican soap opera with time travel. Now here's the deal. If you've watched up to this point and don't like, comment, or subscribe, I'll make you share an Uber with me, with claws activated and the radio stuck, on the acoustic version of Deadpool songs. You don't want that. Click there and help me out. Especially because, with this many multiverses, we're going to need more space just to store the spoilers.
Look, I swear, I tried to do everything right. I planned, I organized, and like every good nerd who became a studio CEO, I thought I was going to crush it. But then we launched Marvel's Phase 6, and there are two things that are completely wrong. Yes, it was me, Kevin Feige, the most talked about bald guy in the multiverse. Thunderbolts barely came out, and I can already see it's the last gasp of Phase 5. And yes, Phase 6 officially starts now, and will lead directly to the end of the multiverse saga, with Secret Wars as the grand finale of this cosmic opera. By the way, I'm already going to ask for that in not at all awkward favor. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like here. I know, it's cheesy to ask. I personally hate it, but if I don't ask, you won't do it. And if you don't do it, I'll be forced to restart Phase 6 with Howard the Duck. One, the return in IMAX. And that's not a bluff. Fantastic Four kicks things off on July 25th. But look, you don't even have to wait to know there will be chaos in the schedule, because there are more holes in this calendar than in the script of X-Men 3. Thunderbolts is the official ending of Phase 5, which caught a lot of people off guard. It didn't even feel like a phase transition. On August 6th, there's Eyes of Wakanda. The animated series will have 4 standalone episodes, each one about agents of the kingdom. It's a parallel expansion of the MCU, without relying on the main events. Wakanda, and showing that it still has plenty of stories to tell, even without T'Challa at the center. Right after that, in October, comes Marvel Zombies. It has a strong foundation in the comics, and a lot of potential. But since it's in the hands of the same team as What If, there's a real chance it'll just be a fun pastime. Expect something entertaining, not revolutionary. December brings Wonder Man, or Magnum. This series came out of nowhere, and so far hasn't shown what it's here for. As CEO, I should be excited, but recording this video with a Hulk action figure as a tripod, I'll be honest, I'm just praying it works out. In February 2026, there's a mysterious movie. The date is confirmed, the title is unknown. And to make matters worse, if it were going to premiere on that date, filming should have already started. If it doesn't show up soon, I'll have to approve the script for Miss Minutes the movie and pretend that was always the plan. In March 2026, the second season of Daredevil, Reborn arrives. The first season had its ups and downs. In the end, it felt more like a warm-up. Now, yes, the story is really going to start. Less drama, more action. Or at least, that's what I hope. May brings the big bang. Avengers Doomsday, a true game changer. In the 2015 comics, yes, this marked the end of everything we knew. Here it could be even more intense than Thanos' snap. The reality that follows promises to be completely different. But in July, after the end of the world, we have Spider-Man, brand new day. The movie premieres later, but its story takes place before Doomsday. It's confusing, I know. We call this a concept. A gift from Marvel for those who love impossible timelines. Several productions still don't have a confirmed release date. X-Men 97 returns with a new season. White Vision, who disappeared after WandaVision, will get his own series and the animated Spider-Man is also coming back with that, let's say, un questionable visual style. In addition, the Punisher special for Disney Plus is expected to come out before the second season of Daredevil. On November 6, 2026, we have another mysterious movie. This one arrives before Secret Wars, and that's where the speculation begins. It could be the new X-Men movie, with the old ones already confirmed, but now featuring a new team. If it's not that, it could be the return of the Scarlet Witch, a more intimate film focused on her as a heroine, with Elizabeth Olsen soaring back onto the screen. Or maybe the Young Avengers, who have already appeared in leaked concept art alongside Wong, Star-Lord, Hawkeye, Cassie Lang, Celery, Wiccan, Ms. Marvel, and even a dark X-Men off in the corner. The silence surrounding these dates is unsettling. Either Marvel is being ninja-like and hiding everything, or Disney is going to erase these dates from the calendar and pretend they never existed. This would leave 2026 with only one film from the studio in theaters, something that hasn't happened since Phases 1 and 2. About Spider-Man. Even though he's in the MCU, he's more Sony's than ours. They handle the distribution, the publicity, the marketing. We just lend them the toys. The credit is almost all theirs. In the end, 2026 could be Marvel's leanest year on the big screen. And that's it. As Kevin Feige, I thank you for being here. Now, if you don't like this video, don't subscribe to the channel and don't leave a comment. I'll be forced to cancel Avengers Secret Wars and instead release a musical starring Howard the Duck, MODOK, and Baby Groot, all singing together in French. You choose the fate of the multiverse.